So I was at work at my contracted, and I was recounting, I was speaking to one of, my coworkers about she started graduate school, and she was saying she's in this 1 year intensive graduate program. And we was busting it up, and this is another brown woman. We was busting it up about I was recounting my experience in graduate school, and I was saying how she's around my same age, so her children are like a little younger than me, so her children are like in their teens, but like older teens. And I was saying how she was saying how she's really, she's tired. God willing, she's gonna be able to make it through this. And I was saying how, just recounting, girl, you'll be fine. My graduate study was crazy. I was saying how when I was in graduate school, I was working full time. I had a 2-year-old. My last semester in class, I was pregnant with my son, and I scheduled my C-section around my class schedule. So I think class was Tuesday and Thursday. I went to the Tuesday class. I had my son that Thursday. I missed the next Tuesday, and I was back in the next Thursday. So I think I missed 2 classes within a 2-week period, and had my son and my 2-year-old. And she was just like, "Oh my God, you're so strong." And when she said it, you know how somebody says something and it gives you that, what am I supposed to say to that? "Oh no, I mean, you can do it." It was like that kind of response. So when she said it, whenever I have that response, when someone says something to me, and this is when I learn to receive, right? So remember, receiving is not always like someone giving you something physically or tangible or giving you a compliment, but sometimes you need to receive messages just from word. And when you hear something someone says to you and it gives you that feeling to that is your ancestors saying, listen, right? And the listening comes here, and your ancestors are always talking to you, so you need to listen. She said to me, "You're so strong." And when she said that, it was a compliment, but it wasn't. It was it was a truth. When she said that, my soul felt a truth that it hadn't heard before, because I never thought of it as, dang, I was strong to be able to do that. Everybody can't do that. That's a lot. And at the time, everything, my whole world was chaotic, but it was just my world was chaotic. I had to do it. My marriage was falling apart, even though I was just having a baby, and I was in grad school, and I was working full time, and I had a 2-year-old, and I was juggling everything basically by myself. But because I've the strong Black woman archetype, that's what it is. We get trapped in that being the strong Black woman that's just what it is. And we don't even realize that we're living out that archetype that is killing us slowly. I didn't realize that. I've realized that since, but even hearing that truth, a part of me had not digested that in that moment was me yet again perpetuating the strong Black woman archetype, right? Everyone, not wanting to drop any balls, not taking care of myself. I didn't even take time off to heal after giving birth to my son, because I wanted to make sure that I was able to finish school, because that's just kind of how I was raised, and my generation was raised, that you push through when you get through, when you do it, and you suck it up. But that was our trauma, and that was a trauma that I didn't even acknowledge as a trauma. The fact that didn't faze me alone is a testament to our trauma. So that's my share. Love you guys. Peace.